Welcome to the Nameless Podcast.
I'm sorry.
Joining me today, we have Jake. Hello.
Hello.
And Will.
I'm not Will, I'm Duke Nukem.
Lies.
Live on YouTube for your enjoyment.
Well, we're not live, are we? Come on.
I hope we are live.
Shut up! They don't know that.
And they won't be able to tell by all the censoring.
I'm just really good.
Really, we have a fourth member just pressing a button, not bleep.
I could do with some of those actually, like chicken noises and funny quotes from movies.
I'll see if I can make some for next week when I'm not here. Just me saying random shit just to put in.
That download while you're really drunk.
Yeah. Completely mashed out my face listening to Rob Zombie.
Firstly, I think we'll do is a tour of the server. Since this is the first episode, obviously, and we need to do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
The marketplace, as these two guys are lavishly demonstrating.
Woo!
Because that's what you do in a market, jump around.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go. If you go into here, we actually have a rather neat system set up where we have
The door on me,
currency.
thanks a lot. Stop.
Oh, you can tell this is going to be fun. And where the hell did you get the idea of the whole lava sculpture thingy, jiggy?
You know,
I don't know, I just decided to put it there.
Anyway, here you can see we can buy and sell various materials. Quite frankly, I think it's a bit over the top having a buy cobblestone sign.
You never know.
Yeah.
Well,
but
it's going to be all sorted out when we've actually finished it. I mean,
Well, fair enough, but when you think about it, cobblestone is the most abundant element in the world next to dirt. But unlike dirt, you spend most of your time mining through it to get minerals.
I like the way you called it an element.
Yeah, well.
Like Captain Planet. Wind, fire, heart, cobblestone.
Minecraft, the world with like 1,000 elements.
Here is the
Well-
lavish and lovely fountain, which is keep fucking freezing.
Yeah, we need to build a roof or something over that, I think.
Oh,
We
starting
need
my
to
mic.
put fire in the water so it doesn't freeze or something like that.
Fire in the water. You put a
Yeah.
torch just underneath it, that'd be fine.
I
Yeah.
could put a jack-o'-lantern in there somewhere.
Well,
Yeah.
jack-o'-lanterns can go underwater.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't.
Nice, but like
I
glowstone.
don't know if they melt blocks though.
I think they do, yeah.
Yeah, I
I don't think
think
glowstone melts blocks. I'm not sure.
No, I don't
Okay.
think it does. But if you just put something above it, it's just about it being open to the elements.
Hmm.
It's like that when I made that slide thing. I just put a bit of wood over the top of the beginning of it, and it never freezes.
Oh, right, nice. I see.
Yeah.
And here we have the library, which doesn't really serve much use yet. It just has books.
Yeah, can you
Which-
actually have readable books in this?
I think so, but I'll have to read up on mods.
Although that does
that
sound really sad, though, to
Yeah.
be playing a game and reading a book in the fake library.
Well, not really. It would just bring this game's similarities much closer to Oblivion, which it already shares many major similarities. I mean, you've got real-time, day-night. You've got the whole RPG element, what there is of it, first person, and not to mention the Nether, which is effectively Oblivion. Just
He's got a point, you know.
Yeah. Didn't
There
know.
is the
never thought about that before.
Slide that Jake made. I'm not sure why you made it.
I
Well,
don't know. Something needed to be there, so I thought, what the fuck.
While we're on
That-
the subject, I might
Again.
as well point out that Terraria shares a load of similarities with Blizzard's original Diablo.
I've never played the first one, actually. Only the second one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the first one isn't as easily obtainable because after the second one came out, people forgot about the first one.
It's like Warcraft.
Yeah,
The second one and third one came out. There was the first one? Whoa, yes, it is in 3 now.
Well,
Now, that
that's
is one weird thing about this game, actually. You can go up water.
Oh, yeah, we're like salmon.
Yeah.
Salmon in the
Floating
River of Life.
stream.
Going on next in the tour, we have Sleazy Jake's Comopolis,
Yes.
the town brothel. Lavish,
So
lavish.
did Jacob build this establishment himself?
No, I did.
No. He did it when I was away, then posted it on Facebook.
It has how many? Four strip poles.
Yeah.
I can't.
We can't really do anything with it. Or just rub up against them. I'll rub up against them.
Oh, this is proper sexy. A ranger, a knight, and a Tron guy. Oh yeah. We're gonna have people fapping.
I'm no
See, just a
knight.
Jake. You see, the name Jake is it's linked to sexiness now. It really. We need to censor it.
Oh damn. Okay.
Let's go take a look at the town's phallic symbol.
Oh yes, that you built in like fucking 15 seconds. You crazy arsehole.
Well, that's the way I do things. I don't help out with building most of the time, but when I do build, I build like a rocket man.
Yeah, it needs a little bit more definition though. We need like sculptures in it or something. I don't know.
Another floor, maybe. 'Cause that bit's just a bit dark.
I still need to refine the stairs actually, because as you can see, these ones intersect this staircase here, and it's not very natural. And then as the staircase goes up, the actual design I was using changes midway through because I was very tired, and and I couldn't keep a design the same design all the way up the spiral staircase.
Yeah, and by the way, dude, have you seen all this glowstone and shit that Simon put everywhere?
Yes. Yeah. Did you go to the Nether, or did you just spawn all this?
Oh, I spawned it in. I didn't go to the Nether. Oh no, Nether's turned off on the server at the minute because I haven't got the permission sorted out for the Nether.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
It all sets to default, which is really stupid.
Yeah, Simon's just been teaching me how to spawn everything.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I've been spawning everything in, and Jake's been like, "Oh, I'm gonna go mine for some stuff." Like, Jake, you just spawn it in.
Yeah, well, you
figured
didn't tell me that, did you? I literally told you I'm going to go mine, and you go, all right. You didn't bother telling me and to spawn things.
I thought you knew. You weren't. You're both admins.
Well, I figured out how to use the commands. Jacob did not. In fact, I think. Do I have access to the commands that can change permissions? I think I do.
You do, yeah, but don't do that.
Yes, you fucking arsehole. I know you. You would.
No, I wouldn't.
You would. Every day I come on this thing, there's a new message waiting for me, and it simply says, "You're gay." You childish. It's like I go through weeks without talking to you at all, and then suddenly I get a message on my phone just saying the game.
Nice.
And he does it in that way that you can't not look at it as well. It's not like I have to check my messages.
Yeah.
It just comes up straight on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, you can basically send flash messages, which basically just appear on the screen of the phone without the receiving phone prompting the message to be displayed. It's a real neat feature.
That also sounds like a massive security risk.
It's pretty much well, yeah, but it has uses, as I've demonstrated.
Like telling people about the game.
Yeah.
This was built. Was this today and yesterday by Jake, and it's apparently going to be a greenhouse.
Yes.
With a little smiley face.
I think
Actually, does look like a smiley face.
I might have gone a bit cockeyed with it, to tell you the truth.
Well, that's alright.
Yeah.
We'll just blame your dyslexia. That's fine.
Yeah, that's that's
because you're dyslexic.
Are we missed anything else out?
I can't really think of anything. We got the tower up there, the phallic penis tower.
Well,
yes, and the.
Fucking hell! What happened to you then?
Oh, did I tell you? Using the compass as an admin, you can left click, you just the jump command, right click does the through command.
Oh right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here is the pub that our other person that was on Queen Bayonetta was making, and then she had to leave, so she didn't really do much of it.
Queen Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Oh, she was at the party.
Yeah, she was at his party. Yeah.
Oh, that party where everybody sat around and played Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't really do all that much.
Yeah, we didn't do it that lot.
Yeah, that was only at the end when people were drunk.
I was kidding. I was trying to
Never
make
mind
it
that.
sound like you have a boring life, but it didn't work.
No, failed miserably.
But you don't really need to make it sound like he's got a boring life.
Yeah, okay, too far.
You make videos on YouTube, man.
Shut up.
You obviously have issues.
Hey, you're the one. You're the one joining in this particular video. Oh shit. Gone too far.
Yeah, but
And the-
I was late, so that
As
proves
always.
that I'm not as committal as you to this whole project.
Coming soon now, above the shop is going to be Beer and Girls Cafe. And if you get the reference, well done.
I don't get the reference.
Yeah, I kind of do, sort of.
Mean Base, Beer Grylls. He likes to drink his own piss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's rather. It's not much of a reference there.
There's gonna be a
Oh,
lot.
Mean Base.
There's gonna be a lot for the cutting room floor here.
It freaks me out every time you suddenly fly up somewhere, you freak.
Oh, anyway.
Anyway,
You was when you was AFK earlier, I surrounded you with bedrock.
oh,
But you went offline, so I thought, oh no, he's gone offline because he's mad at me. I was like, no, you just AFK'd out.
yeah, basically, I came back and it had logged out. I thought if we're
Well,
going to do a podcast, I need to go out and have a smoke and gather my thoughts.
A dump and
Yeah, I did actually. Took a
wonderful.
Took a marvellous crap.
Moving swiftly on into the meat, so to speak.
Yeah, that's good on it.
I don't
Of
know.
the,
Is there much fiber in it?
Fiber. Now with added fiber.
Protein.
That's what we
I'm-
call it actually. Fiber. No, we weren't. Anyway.
But, well, you know, since on the subject of poo, the Wii,
Yes, the Wii too.
which I reckon should be called poo. You know, it's a letter followed by two of the same letter, just like the Wii. You know, so it's poo.
I have,
Point there.
I
It
have a
works
friend.
perfectly.
I have a friend who's obsessed with a game on the Wii called Monster Hunter Tri, and honestly, it's not all that good.
You just fall
On the
down.
Wii.
No, I missed it.
You were kind of you're trying to jump to join where Simon was,
Oh.
and you just fell.
I did the wrong thing. I teleported the wrong person.
You shift, you fool.
What?
Hey.
Right.
Hey,
Yes.
is there any reason you've taken my admin commands off me?
Yes.
Oh, brilliant preemptive strike, my friend.
So yes, the Wii 2. Apparently, its project name was Project Cafe.
Yeah, I've heard about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the
I've read a
gayest
minute
name
map.
ever.
In N-Gamer and official Nintendo magazine, the latest issues. Apparently, there's going to be a 6-inch screen built into the controller.
Yeah. It's 6-inch. Oh.
That's the rumored. That's the rumored occurrence. 6 inches in your controller.
Wouldn't that lead to jealousy in the Japanese community, though? That they've got something in the lap that is more than the size of their cock.
Well, no, not really. I
There
imagine.
goes all of our Japanese listeners.
Oh yeah,
We have-
yeah.
We
It's
have
the
a lot
first
of
one.
Japanese. How many subscribers do you have? What ratio of them are Japanese?
49, and I don't think any of them are Japanese. The HD screen on it is apparently going to be a touch screen as well.
Oh yeah. I
Oh, so
recall-
they're basically combining the DS with the Wii.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
For some reason, there are rumors that the controller is going to look more like the GameCube controller, but still function with motion controls. Basically, having only one analog stick and replacing the second analog stick with the motion controls for like camera control and such, similar to what they did with the 3DS. But that's a theory. These are all rumors.
Yeah, we don't know until E3 actually starts tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah.
all it says to me, it confirms my suspicion that they're just going to pile on a load of more gimmicks into
Yep.
everything.
Yep. But apparently the graphics is going to be a lot... not the graphics, the spec are going to be a lot better than current generation consoles, which can't be all that hard really for the Wii. Doesn't even output in HD.
You want to know? It doesn't, because one of the
No.
rumors. I actually what, the Wii?
The Wii doesn't output in HD, it only outputs in 480.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
shit out
you know that.
480p.
I've got it. I've got it outputting 480, but I was thinking you were talking about the Wii 2. But more.
No, I think... I'm not sure if they're bringing out... It says something about the Wii HD, so I'm not sure if they're bringing out the Wii that can output in HD, or if it's just
Well,
the Wii 2.
What would be the point in bringing out a Wii that can output in HD when most of the
None of
games
the
weren't
games
designed with
in
HD in mind? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It makes it makes no
Stupid.
sense.
It's not like I really care about HD anyway. It's pointless.
Yeah, but you have the biggest TV in the universe, and you don't care about HD. What's wrong with you?
I didn't buy the TV. That was my parents.
You watch it though, that makes you
you
a
still live with
conspirator.
your parents, you typical virgin.
Oh, and you live with your friend's parents because your parents don't want you.
Okay guys,
I'm not-
Oh.
Oh god. It's
back onto
true.
gaming.
don't start with me, motherfucker. I've got the ammunition.
So are we all in agreement then? This Wii 2 is probably going to be a flop. Well, I say a flop.
I don't know. It would not be a flop because
No,
there's a lot of
'cause people are gonna buy
in
it.
the world. Yeah,
Because people are stupid.
yeah.
Well,
Buy shitty games on the Wii, like Carnival and other games that I can't remember because I don't own a Wii.
you've got to realize though that recently Nintendo have started doing what they always used to do, which is bringing out updated versions of old games under different titles. You know, with Zelda and Kirby and Mario and all of that sort of shit. And to be honest, that's what the fans want.
It is. I mean, Ocarina of Time has come out on
The
originally on the
3DS.
N64,
Yeah.
on the Wii, on the
Uh,
GameCube, and now it's coming out on the 3DS.
It came out on the GameCube prior to the Wii, and when it came out on the GameCube, it featured the Master Quest dungeons.
Which was good actually.
Yeah, the 3DS version is going to have the Master Quest dungeons, but the entire world is going to be mirrored as well, in an awkward twist. I have no idea why they decided to do that. Maybe it's because experienced players who can play the games with their eyes shut might find it a bit confusing when they try to go left when really they should be going right.
Well, that sounds like a thing anyway.
I've also read that Ocarina of Time 3DS is going to have modes where you can fight all of the bosses in succession. By going to Link's house in the Kokiri Forest and going to sleep, you can refight any of the bosses, like re-challenge any of them at any time you want.
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
what I liked about Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Really, why is that such a big games feature? I don't
Because
understand
it gives
that.
you
Replay value.
it gives you something else to do when you've got nothing else to do in the game. And to be fair, anybody who owned a Nintendo 64 probably knows the entire game back to front by now. So the only reason that people are really going to buy it is for the nostalgic value and the fact that the graphics are actually better than any other rendition of the game thus far.
Even on the Wii,
Yeah.
which is stupid.
Well, you know, support-
Graphics aren't everything, you know. It's like it's like the PlayStation 3. It's got better graphics
I
than
know.
anything else, but it's shit.
I know,
It's not
but
that bad.
I know,
Yes,
but you
it
gotta
is.
realize that. Oh, shut
What?
up, Jacob. You gotta realize that. You gotta realize though that Ocarina of Time did actually feature some stunning landscapes, and it's just really nice to see them in high definition with a draw distance further than 20 feet away.
Actually, the draw distance was quite good on Ocarina of Time.
Well,
Especially the end. Well,
you
I'm
could
not really
go.
sure. I
You
can't
could
really.
go. You could go halfway across Hyrule Field and no longer be able to see the gigantic castle that was that was right there on the north part of the map.
There were all pictures though, weren't they? There wasn't actually models.
Yeah. Well, actually, the castle was though. Stuff like Death Mountain wasn't.
So
Anyway,
anyway, have they got
let's move on to something less than not the Wii.
have they got
Yeah.
the PlayStation 3 network
Sure.
back? By the way,
Yes, but the store isn't working. At least it's not working for me.
all right.
I want my
So,
free games.
I've heard a lot of stories about what happened to the PSN, but I really didn't get like any
I was
fact ones. How did it go down in the first place? Was it a DDoS attack? Was it a bunch of hackers or some shit?
Apparently,
It was
the
anonymous.
servers.
want it.
Yeah, there's something like that. I think so. Yeah, but apparently the server that the PSN was running on was an old unmodded Apache server without the firewall.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
That's only rumor, and I think I heard that from. It was either Turtle Biscuit or the Yogscast.
Wow.
See, to me, it was a really good week, to be perfectly honest, because the network went down, which made me feel good because the PlayStation 3's shit, and then the wedding, and then Osama bin Laden died. Punch you in the face. Right.
So yes, Sony's next generation console.
Moving on.
I don't know the name of it, but all I've got is Sony's NGP, next generation portable. Looks somewhat like the one that they've got now, the PSP. Shit, I forgot.
I've never been too fond of portable game consoles, to be perfectly honest.
You had a PSP though.
Yes, I know I did, but I was a stupid little boy.
And you didn't buy it, so.
Yeah.
And you were incredibly transfixed with this game about moving Mercury around.
Hey, Mercury, what a great game.
That was awesome, I have to say. That's
It nearly
the-
turned into College's Advance Wars.
It was just like Marble Madness. Marble
Mercury
Madness did
Madness.
it first.
Mercury Madness with added poison.
Yeah.
There's going to be 2 analog sticks, which
Wow.
just seems really.
How-
It looks like what I would think the Wii 2's console would look like, but as an actual gaming machine.
Okay.
Because we obviously haven't seen what the controller looks like, but I would think because we've seen pictures of it, at least that's what I think they are anyway, and not artist renditions. I'm gonna keep doing that just to fuck you about.
well, what I think what's happening is basically they keep on trying to make portable game consoles, so they're more like actual normal consoles with like high graphics and all the rest of it. But really, that's not what you want with a portable gaming console. Surely it's just like an easy little game that you want to play.
Yeah, I don't go if I was on a long trip, and I wouldn't want my PSP 2 or something like that.
No, I would just use my mobile phone.
If I wanted to play something, then I'd probably play Angry Birds or something.
Exactly, that's what I do. We've got smartphones now. We don't need portable game consoles.
What the fuck are you on with, Jacob?
That's my remark right now. That's my theory.
That's
We
not
no
gonna-
longer need
that's-
portable game consoles because we have smartphones.
That's not gonna happen because.
What do you mean it's not gonna happen? It was my statement.
What I mean is smartphones aren't going to replace portable games consoles.
Not in the. They are catching up quite a bit though. I mean, I think. Isn't Farmville or something going on?
Oh, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Farmville.
yeah. Potville is where it's at, my friend.
Pot
Pottville.
Pot
Pot
Farm,
Farm.
rather.
It's
Yeah.
it's a rip off of Farmville where
You grow
basically
marijuana,
you grow
basically.
you grow marijuana and marijuana related plants and you and you have to hide your stash from a ranger, a park ranger, like Yogi Bear and shit.
Oh, that'll make the whole Yogi Bear thing a lot different, wouldn't it? Okay, moving on. You've all heard of Frogger, I'm assuming.
What?
Frogger.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's the game about the frog that jumps across a road and then over a river.
Is that the whole game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. And what you got to say about this?
It's coming as a 3D game to the 3DS.
Really?
And that is literally the whole game.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's 60 or so stages where I don't know how much they can change the
they
road and the river bit, really.
They can probably put in new obstacles. Take out all the obstacles.
Like
Just have
puzzle-
have a grid maybe instead of a road. I don't know. Actually, I think that's a terrible idea. I mean,
Well, that's why I'm
obviously,
bringing it up.
obviously the main point of the main marketing point is going to be, oh well, it's in 3D. You haven't always wanted to see your favorite old arcade games rendered in actual 3 dimensions.
Actual 3 dimensions.
Actual
which isn't
3
really-
dimensions.
Which
It
isn't
actually
right.
makes a solid hologram of the game that you're playing above the screen.
That would be pretty good.
You know what I always thought had huge potential for the 3D. What the 3DS always had huge potential for, or well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I reckon a Yu-Gi-Oh game would work really well on there because they can do the thing on the show, where basically you have the 3-dimensional representations of the monster cards and shit on the actual field.
Fuck that! I ate it.
He literally
I
ate it.
literally ate it. I
Yeah,
will eat all your Yu-Gi-Oh.
So, what's the next topic, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's move on, for fuck's sake.
Get to one that I know something about.
Yeah, same here.
Have you played Saints Row?
Yes.
Well, yes,
Saints
yes.
Row
Saints Row
3.
2?
Saints
Row 3 is-
Oh, that's the first time I've heard of it. They're brilliant. I really enjoyed that game.
Yep.
So, what's Saints Row 3 actually going to be released for? What platforms?
It will be all 3, I would have thought.
Yeah. PC as well, because wasn't it on PC? It's a Microsoft game, so.
I was going to say, that is part of the 3.
I am going to have to.
Wouldn't come out on Wii.
I'm going to.
No chance.
I'm going to have
Well,
to ask an important question right now.
Yeah?
Is it going to be on the Mac?
Probably not.
No.
Not many games are for the Mac.
Damn.
I mean, it's funny you say that you don't think it's going to come out for Wii, because I swear during last year's E3, when they announced the 3DS, they showed a bunch of titles that you could expect to be seeing on the 3DS, and one of them was Saints Row.
What the fuck?
Well, where is that then?
I've not heard anything about it since E3, so I don't think it ever actually happened, but I definitely remember seeing a clip where they announced there was going to be a Saints Row game on the 3DS.
More lies, as usual.
Yeah.
It's like the government. Just slightly more fun.
I can't see that being in any way good.
Well, why not?
To have it on the 3DS, that it would just be awkward to control and probably pretty shit.
Let's put it into perspective for you. You've got a touch screen, and you have the fact that the 3DS senses the motions that you make with it, and both of these could be used conceivably for camera control operations, which you definitely need in a sandbox game like that.
That's because it's going to be. Oh. I don't know what to say to that. I don't see how it would work.
I don't think the 3DS has got the the capability of actually running a game like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It would probably
It would
be.
It would just be a shitty, like, brought down version of it. It would just.
Yeah.
Support.
Yeah,
Just like Dead Rising was on the Wii.
Yeah.
I never played Dead Rising on the Wii. What was wrong with it?
what is it? It's stage based rather than being a sandbox. It's
Well,
I think you have to do missions and shit.
Well, that's just fucking ridiculous. Who would ever
Mhm.
do that? Who would ever do that to a game that annoys the fuck out of you every single time you miss your opportunity to do that one little thing you didn't do on your last playthrough? Thus having to wait several hours for another opportunity.
It was a good game, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Not the one on the Wii, obviously, and the second one's pretty good.
I've not played the second one at all, but I heard that it was terrible from a lot of people.
No, it's all right. I haven't completed it yet, though.
It's pretty much the same as the first one, really,
Yeah.
just set in Vegas.
Yeah, and you can combine objects.
Oh,
very
so
frequently.
basically they ripped off Fallout.
No, it actually
I
came
should-
before Fallout, didn't it?
No,
I'm not sure.
Fallout New
It ca-
Vegas was released before Dead Rising 2.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it's actually in. I don't.
Well,
really
if
know, I
it
can't
was,
remember.
it was only probably a month or two between. And so I'm sure they wouldn't be able to figure out build a game in a month just because they noticed another game had done it.
It
Well-
doesn't really matter.
All right, fair enough. Anyway, Duke Nukem.
Back onto Saints Row 3.
Back on Saints Row 3. You speak about Saints Row 3.
Yeah.
I'm a bit disappointed, actually, with the story.
Well,
There's going to be a new city,
Mhm.
because apparently the Saints
own the old one.
brand,
Really?
yeah, the brand has gotten too big, and everyone wants to be a Saint, and it's just gotten too big. So you
so
fall out with your friends, and you go to a new city.
That
Everybody in the
sounds-
city wants to be a gangster.
Hmm
I reckon
Yeah.
that sounds like a good introduction, actually, to the story.
Yeah.
Because that kind of does sound like what would happen.
In Saints Row 2, you were rebuilding the Saints. In Saints Row 3, you should be watering them down, committing mass genocide in secret.
Have your own people.
Well, why not? I'm sure it's been done before, or at least attempted.
Well, the
Trying to think.
second game ended with him taking over the whole city.
It did. That was a good thingy. The
Actually-
boss battle at the end was a bit
actually-
shit, though.
I
It
think
was-
I think you'll find the second game ended up with her taking over the whole city.
Oh, because you're one of the people who play as a female character, aren't you?
Yeah,
The only good,
even this
the only
night,
good voice. Sorry, carry on.
even this night skin is supposed to be female. You just can't tell because you know.
That how?
armor is-
How? Just how?
The armor is weighing down her boobs, and she has quite short hair for a girl.
I think the best voice on that was the British guy.
Yes, everybody picked the British guy.
Oh yeah, it was
Jacob.
brilliant. Fuck off. Go on then, Will. This is the part where you want to talk, so you talk.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
go
the part where I want to talk about Duke Nukem Forever. It comes out June the 10th, so it's not too far away. It's actually June the 10th for this country, and I think everywhere else in Europe and everywhere international except for the US, who are going to get it 4 days after everyone else. And I've looked into this game quite a lot, and it looks like it's going to be awesome. But having said that, I have a few complaints in that when I finally got to see the multiplayer, because they released the first multiplayer clips within like the last week or so, it's just like Unreal multiplayer, to be perfectly fair. Absolutely.
Do you play as Duke in multiplayer, or is it more characters?
Yeah, everyone plays as Duke, and there's Duke on the blue team and the red team. And instead of having capture the flag, you have capture the babe, where you have to carry a woman to your base from the enemy base, and you actually carry her in your arms, and she's saying various sexy things as you're carrying her, and you can actually press a button to slap her on the ass and shit like that. Duke Nukem Forever just looks awesome. I can't really explain it. It'll probably be it'll probably be better just to link everybody to the various trailers that have been put up. There's the announced trailer, the uncensored trailer, and the launch trailer, which has just been released, even though the game hasn't actually been launched yet. The game just takes you back to the better time when games were simple and fun. It's very reminiscent of Duke Nukem 3D. So if you just want that kind of action again, that's pretty much what the game delivers. But like I said, the multiplayer is exactly like Unreal in so many ways. It looks like Unreal. I mean, it might as well just be Unreal multiplayer with various mods applied, because I imagine somebody out there made a Duke Nukem model for Unreal multiplayer, and to be honest, the only thing that makes the multiplayer any difference are the weapons, because you're going to have the shrink ray back from the old Duke Nukem game, where you could shrink your enemies down and then crush them under your feet. There are going to be physics puzzles, but to be perfectly honest, I've never actually seen physics puzzles work all that well in
Half-Life 2.
Yeah, well, would you let
Portal?
me finish my fucking sentence? I said in the Unreal Engine, you idiots. We're not talking about the genius engine that is Source here. We're talking about the Unreal Engine. It's really a bunch of claptrap spaghetti code that's barely workable when you get right down to it.
Yeah, you are obsessed with every game made in that engine.
Well, not every game. Serious.
I have noticed that you really do like everything in Unreal Engine.
Well,
Do we know if it's made in the Unreal Engine?
it is. It is. It was originally going to be in the Quake engine, and then the Quake 2 engine, and then they moved it up to the Unreal Engine. And it was being developed in the Unreal Engine for like 10 years of its entire development time.
Should be done in Crysis Engine, which I forget the name of.
Cry engine.
That's the one. Well now.
Genius.
See what you did there. See what you did there, people who made it.
Anything else?
Well, actually, I want to let some of you speak now, because I understand that me talking about technology...
Well, to be fair, it was all right that I had to go for a minute there, because you have been talking about this. Come to think of it, ever since I've known you, because that's how long it's taken for this game to be fucking made. I've known you for several years, and you're constantly mentioning something about it.
Well, yeah, not many people were as committed as me to follow the actual project as it was undergoing development.
And most people gave up as soon as
it was just me and like one other guy on the 3D Realms community forums who was using several different accounts to make it look like there was more activity than there was.
It would be nice to see if it can be something good.
I'm going to go ahead and say that you should definitely try this game by any means possible when it comes out, even if you have to go around to friends to play it, because honestly, I think that's all it'll take to convince people that it's worth the time that was put into it. Of course, this is merely projection. This is conjecture here. I can't guarantee that it's going to be a good game. So don't come crying to me if you waste your money and it turns out not to be what you were looking for.
You see, the thing is, I would like it to be a good game, but I can't help but feel like we start playing it and it just turns out to be the same as every other first-person shooter you've ever seen. Just with more tits, basically.
Well, come to think of it, the one developer who was brave enough to talk about the multiplayer aspect of the game mentioned a few key features, including a level-up system, which, when you level up, improves the amount of customizations and mutators. And mutators have been around since Unreal Tournament in 2001. And they're basically just game changers that change various aspects of the game, like they take away weapons, add other weapons in, or, make the gravity almost non-existent. and other stuff like that. So the two major selling points of the multiplayer have existed for ages. One of them since 2001 in Unreal Tournament, and the other one, I'm pretty sure Activision started that with one of the Call of Duty games. I may be wrong, it might have been in an earlier game.
Which is at projectzomboid.com. I think at the minute it's not been released, but it's a tech demo, tech alpha, because the source code was actually leaked onto 4chan about a month ago.
Well, obviously.
So they thought, shit, we better do something and release it. So I think it's $5.99 and you get free updates forever.
Just like Minecraft, then, basically.
Pretty much so, yeah.
And not to mention Terraria. Speaking of which, I've gotten excessively bored of Terraria now because I've already done everything in the entire game.
Because you just rushed through everything.
I've played it for 70 hours. Do you call 70 hours a rush?
Yes, in the amount of time that it's been out.
Yeah.
And how long would that be?
I don't know. We're talking about Project Zombie.
80 hours?
What it pretty much is a zombie outbreak sandbox and survival game. Although, the graphics do look like The Sims 1.
Yeah, you want to know something? What you just described there seems very similar to what to a game Luke made.
I have to say, just using the term "the graphics look like Sims 1." What the fuck?
No, I don't mean like it's isometric, and it looks like they've built the town out of all of the blocks and items and shit from The Sims 1.
So it's like Sims, but with zombies.
No, well, not like The Sims at all. It just looks like The Sims.
Oh right, okay.
Doesn't play like The Sims.
Because I was about to say that's a really good idea.
Yeah. And there we go. Okay.
Don't do that. We're recording.
That's disgusting.
Simon failed.
It was more of Windows that failed.
Well, that's what you get when you have Windows.
Oh,
Pardon me while I go play every other game in existence.
Hey,
Anyway.
There's still a lot coming out. It's like we've just got Worms on Steam now.
Oh.
Speaking of which, Duke Nukem Forever is supposed to have a release on the Mac, or so I read on some blog somewhere.
Hey. Although I'll probably still get it on Xbox, to tell you the truth.
Why?
Simply because I'll be able to get it quicker.
True.
Fair enough.
Since we're playing Minecraft, let's talk about Minecraft.
Yeah, okay, goody.
Okay, what's on the lineup for 1.7?
I was going to say we'll talk about that in just a second.
Very well.
Well, I made some notes about the
butt sex.
probably not. The major things that came in the patch notes on 1.6. So the main bits that I picked out from the patch notes, because most of them were bug fixes and no one cares about bug fixes, is the fact that bone meal can now grow wild grass. If you click bone meal, if you click bone meal on grass, then it will make a load of. You know what? I'll just show you.
It said that there was a new way of doing it, like a new use for bone meal, but I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm kind of distressed at the moment. I have an emergency. My left control key is missing.
And how is that a problem?
It's a problem because now I can't control click things.
Anyway, here's a quick thing.
That's stupid, really, because I have actually got a mouse with 2 buttons, my friend. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, Simon's going to grow wild grass, isn't he?
So he is.
Yes. So, that's pretty cool. The next one is woolen glowstone. Well, glowstone drops more now, and you have to use a mining pick for some reason. And you only need...
Because they changed the properties of glowstone from glass to stone.
Yep. And now you only need 4 of them, rather than an entire 9.
Isn't
No,
long
yeah.
grass supposed to spawn seeds?
It is, yeah. It's. I think it's exactly the same
Really, just-
probability as hoeing.
Oh yeah.
Tidding.
Oh.
Trapdoors, which aren't working all that great, I think, at the minute.
No, I
Yeah,
haven't
no,
even bothered
I,
with that yet.
Maps, which also
Mhm.
are a bit useless. I think.
I don't know. It does add a little bit of them. I don't know. When you're on your single player map, you do feel a lot more like a proper explorer and whatnot.
Perhaps if it actually filled out when you weren't looking at it, so you can defend yourself and whatnot.
Yeah, but that's something that they can figure out later on.
I guess
you
so,
know?
yeah. And the most important bit, mainly for the Yogscast, neither in multiplayer, which took them quite
Mhm.
a lot of time to fix.
Yeah, didn't they try and get into the Nether in multiplayer in like episode 7?
Yeah,
And,
it didn't work.
yeah, and they were
Episode
like, what's
7
going
of the
on?
first series.
Yeah.
But the one thing I'm really still pissed off at is the fact that they've still not fucking fixed slabs.
Why?
Explain.
What's wrong with slabs?
Wooden
I've never had a
slabs.
problem with slabs. Yeah, and
Give 7 wood slab. Oh, it doesn't even know it. Whatever. Yeah, if you put wooden slabs down, you need a mining pick to pick them up, rather than an axe. That's the
Really?
main problem they need to fix.
I wouldn't really consider that much of a problem.
I'm kidding. Over your head. Never mind. 1.7. Segueing nicely.
1.7,
Yes.
what's on the lineup for 1.7?
Well,
Adventure.
I've not really got anything other than adventure. Not really sure what that's supposed to entail, really.
Adventure mode.
Well-
we can always speculate.
Yeah,
So speculate.
I imagine it will be just like normal Minecraft, but not so focused on building and more on exploring.
Here's what I reckon. We're gonna have.
You'll probably
NPCs
generate a
where
series of dungeons. Yeah.
Yeah.
You cut into me. You cut into me,
Sorry.
you slag.
Sorry, dude.
Well, lots of slags do.
Carry on.
I reckon there are going to be NPCs that assign you quests related to randomly generated dungeons, and the whole thing is just going to be phenomenally like Oblivion, only in blocks.
To be fair, I would play that.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, imagine, the only thing that can make Oblivion better is the fact that you can change the world to your whim.
Yeah, exactly. Are we all agreed that this game is a step up from Oblivion?
all those in favour? Aye.
Aye.
All those against? And then there's Bethesda going, nay?
And they're like, we don't care, we're working on Skyrim. We have a 160-foot banner in Chicago spread across 3 skyscrapers promoting our game.
So shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, Notch has made fucking shitloads of money with no need of advertising dollars to be spent, you know. So
Word of mouth.
who's
Come on.
who's really fucking laughing, to be fair?
Well, he does live in...
He hasn't even finished the fucking game yet.
Yeah, and he's already sold 2 million copies of the damn game.
To me, that is the definition of success.
Okay,
If you
so
have
let's-
sold 2 million copies of a game without actually finishing it, you have won. You're winning. You're winning.
Let me just put a hypothetical scenario into your head right now. Imagine Notch goes hungry with power, and he releases a major update, and he feels the need to make everybody who has already paid for the game pay for the game again, in order to receive the update.
Torrents.2. Hmm.
Incidentally, I noticed earlier that if you are playing Minecraft with a pirated copy, now, after a certain amount of time, a message automatically flashes up in the corner of the screen telling you that that it knows you're playing a pirated copy and informs you that you should buy the game.
So have you found this out by
Defcon did that.
experience, dude?
Well, I didn't actually pirate the game. I have an account, as you can see, but I was playing offline, and for some reason it assumes that when I'm playing offline, I must be pirating the game.
Right.
By
it's never
playing
done that to me.
offline.
Big one.
Dead it.
Yeah, but by playing offline, I don't mean actually logged in with a valid account playing offline. I mean when you force your login to fail on purpose, there's a play offline button that allows you to play single player without an actual active Minecraft account.
Why would you want to do that if you have a
Because-
Minecraft account?
Well, because in this household there are two people who use the Minecraft account, and we can't both use it at the same time.
Oh, right, okay.
There's something else that was discovered in another class files in the jar. Apparently, if you switch one of them around, you can make a sky dimension.
Ah, yes.
Sky
No, I've heard
Dimension.
about the Sky Dimension. I've seen it on the forum news and stuff like that.
I saw a
It
video
looks
of it.
quite nice.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, there's
What?
the cloud layer is below you, so if you fall
Ah,
to your, it's not like there's loads of grass everywhere and shit like that. It's pretty much I can't describe it. It's just a land above the clouds,
It's-
and not
Yeah, it's like
everything's
floating
connected.
islands.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a lot of just big islands. You get small islands too that I saw, but I think that's quite good. I would play that as opposed to having grass.
well, to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't mind random islands in the sky appearing in a landscape such as this.
Maybe a mixture of both massive islands and sky below you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's pretty much all that's all of the information I've got. Has anyone got any other interesting facts? Figures?
Yeah,
Oh, I know you would, Will. Continue.
you knew I would.
Yeah.
Go on,
Well,
fascinators. Grip us with your tales of game statistics.
Game.
Yeah, I think we've come to an end. We're calming down. So, have you got anything to tell us, Will, or not?
Yes. There's wool by your feet.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got nothing.
Okay. Anyway, it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from him. You.
And it's fuck off from him. I am rather suspicious right now. What the hell are you doing?
Huh? Oh, no, not in the minute.
I know exactly what he's doing. He's gonna make a chamber out of bedrock, and then he's gonna teleport me to the center of it.
I support this action.
Ah!
Oh, Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to happen. He's got the coordinates now.
It's like, what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I
He'll
know.
probably surprise us all and just teleport me there.
Don't jinx it. He'll have to swap back to me again.
Exactly, that's why I said it. But now you said that. So he's going to do a double bluff.
Yeah.
Yay! Is it dark in there, Will?
No, it's brighter than day.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'll Okay.
See, I keep on looking behind you, and like on the underside of your head, it's like chainmail underneath your head.
Well,
You
yeah,
notice that?
Yeah.
yeah, that's because I have a chainmail hood that's kind of hanging down behind me, you know.
Yeah, you say that.
Which did
Guys, I lost you completely for a while there. Everything went quiet, and then I just heard Will say, "Slap her on the ass."
Luckily, I picked it all up fine.
So
it's all good.
I feel as if I've missed something important.
It's very controversial though with women's rights groups. Ho ho!
Oh
Yeah.
God, who cares? The whining lesbians.
Jacob, this is actually going online. You know, like on YouTube, a public website.
Yes, I do know, and I am you know me, dude. I am a very liberal, happy kind of person who doesn't want to offend anybody unless they're whining pricks, like like the specific type of lesbian that whines.
Jake.
See, this is why I like Minecraft. Anyway.
You're
God,
fine.
we are childish.
Fantastic. Yeah. Good luck trying to.
That's why I didn't say give Jake TNT. I was gonna.
I dare you to put one down.
I was only joking.
You've got one. You've got a stack of them. I dare you to put one down and explode it.
Have you? You've actually given me a load. Why?
Yeah. We can put it back together again. Doesn't really matter.
No, I won't put it here. I might run off somewhere and explode shit. I've never actually played with TNT on this game before.
Hey, bring that TNT to the Will Cave.
Oh yeah. No, we can't click on that thing. It's gone dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it while we're recording because obviously the server is on my computer while I'm recording. So
There is a sheep right there, and I want to blow it up.
blow it up then.
That was a pretty abrupt weather change.
Thank you,
Jake. Touche.
Nice.
You're just a freak.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
What did you just do?
I'm playing about with the jump thingy on this compass, and it's kind of. I'm going too fast. It's not loading as fast as I can jump. And I'm
Where the hell are you?
quite a few chunks away, I think now.
A few chunks.
A few chunks. Is that the designated measure of distance in Minecraft?
Yeah.
Chunks.
Yeah, a chunk in Minecraft is 128 blocks high, 16 blocks by 16.
All right, I didn't know that.